If you follow the cryptocurrency space, you probably know Brian Armstrong, or you may at least have heard of the man. He is the CEO and co-founder of Coinbase Global, the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the USA. Armstrong wished to be a tech entrepreneur since he was in high school. He launched Coinbase in 2012 and made it public in a direct offering in 2021. This led the company to a market capitalization of $100 billion. As of yet, the CEO himself owns 19% in shares of Coinbase and is currently a billionaire. But where did it all start? And how did life lead Brian Armstrong to this unmatched glory? Stay with me till the end if you want to know how Brian Armstrong went from tech employee to founder of the largest crypto exchange in the US. I cover all things business and finance, so if you enjoy them, consider subscribing or liking the video. I spend a lot of time researching these stories, and only a small percentage of my viewers are subscribed. It's free, and you can always unsubscribe at any time. Let's move back to the topic. Brian's first serious venture, a tutoring website, never quite took off, but his obsession with tech entrepreneurship did not wither. Fast forward to 2010, he was looking for a job in Silicon Valley, and here he stumbled across an intriguing idea. Brian envisioned a unique peer-to-peer digital transaction platform. This became his ultimate obsession and led him to his moment of truth. Today, Coinbase is one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges in the world. It has 7.4 million monthly users, 2,700 employees, and over 80 cryptocurrencies traded on its platform. The company provides exchange, brokerage, and custody services to 35 million plus customers in over 100 countries. But how did it all come to be? He was born on January 25, 1983, near San Jose, California, and both of his parents were engineers. After an uneventful and unimpressive childhood, the boy, with his tech dreams, attended Rice University in Texas. There, he earned a dual bachelor's degree in economics and computer science in 2005. This was followed by a master's in computer science in 2006. It was during his time at Rice that he started a business matching tutors to students. This first startup didn't lead to anything. However, Brian was keen on developing a successful tech enterprise. This failure did not deter him from moving forward on this path. After graduating, he spent a year in Buenos Aires while working for an education company. Here, he witnessed the effects of hyperinflation on Argentina firsthand. This probably inspired his peer-to-peer transaction system startup later on. However, things did not lead immediately to any breakthrough. In fact, early on, Armstrong worked as a developer for IBM, a consultant at Deloitte, and later a software engineer at Airbnb. He became fascinated with the concept of Bitcoin, going back as early as 2010. Back then, he had come across a white paper published under the alias Satoshi Nakamoto. But it was during his time at Airbnb, starting from 2011, that he was exposed to payment systems in the 190 countries that Airbnb operated in at the time. As a software engineer, he spotted the difficulties of sending money to South America. This is when he began working weekends and nights to write code in Ruby and JavaScript to buy and store crypto coins. In an apartment, bet that's the last thing you wish to busy yourself with during the weekends. Saturday night's always date night, isn't it? Well, for Brian, the date was his software idea. The following year, in 2012, he entered the Y Combinator Startup Accelerator and received a $150,000 investment, which he used to fund Coinbase. He teamed with a friend of his, Fred Ursum, a foreign exchange trader at the investment bank Goldman Sachs in New York, to develop Coinbase. The goal was to give cryptocurrency enthusiasts a way to trade bitcoins and other digital currencies. Armstrong became the startup's first CEO. Back in the day, Bitcoin and Coinbase's future was uncertain, but the likes of Armstrong believed that the system would see a meteoric rise, which it did. In 2018, a funding round valued the company at $8.1 billion. 2 years later, in December 2020, the company filed with the SEC to go public through a direct listing. After this direct listing, in April 2021, Coinbase's market capitalization rose to $85 billion. In 2022, Forbes estimated Brian Armstrong's net worth at $2.4 billion. Back in 2018, Armstrong launched GiveCrypto.org. This nonprofit aims to financially empower people by distributing cryptocurrency globally. GiveCrypto.org allows people to make public or anonymous donations to help others living in poverty. Later the same year, he became the first cryptocurrency executive to sign the Giving Pledge. This means that he committed to giving the majority of his wealth to charitable causes throughout his lifetime. If you haven't come across many interviews of his, it's not you, it's him. Armstrong is known to be a quiet person, avoiding interviews and only appearing at certain conferences and events. In fact, he rarely speaks publicly. When the company announced it would go public, it was the Coinbase chief financial officer, Alicia Haas, who spoke about it, not Armstrong. However, Armstrong is active on Twitter and has about 550,000 followers. With cryptocurrency on the rise, Brian Armstrong and Coinbase also saw a meteoric rise. However, the volatility of the market often presents its challenges, as is the case right now. Despite the ominous nature of the crypto investment now, some enthusiasts are optimistic. Some believe that Armstrong might lead the charge in making sure that investors choose Coinbase to diversify their portfolio by acquiring their share of the pie with digital currency. Despite his quiet nature, Armstrong has barely gone unnoticed. In 2017, for instance, at age 34, Armstrong was ranked number 10 on Fortune's 40 Under 40 list. Later in 2019, Armstrong was named on Time magazine's 100 Next list. Again, 2 years later in 2021, Forbes named Armstrong number 1 on its crypto rich list. He was also listed 60th on the Forbes 400 list of the richest people in America. His philanthropic goals have also set him apart from the rest. This is not only because he has pledged a huge fraction of his own wealth to charity, but also because he has made charitable acts easier for the rest too. Since GiveCrypto.org gives donors the option of complete anonymity, it encourages people to contribute to poverty alleviation. Also, the nature of cryptocurrencies encourages this without the concern of any monitoring. Though his early years may have been unimpressive, so much as to not receive much attention anywhere on the internet, it is obvious that his wild dream about tech entrepreneurship did pay up in the end. This was the story of Brian Armstrong, the CEO and co-founder of Coinbase. What do you think about Brian's life story? What was that one key factor that led to his ultimate success? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you learned something new from this, click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to be the first to see our new videos. I make deep dives like this every week where we uncover the secrets of money and business. Until next time, ciao.